Sergeant Lancelot Meek.
We called him Lance. He'd been with us since Gallipoli, the youngest of the three brothers. Cyril, the middle brother, was killed the same day as John at Lone Pine.
Darcy, the eldest of the three Meek brothers. The night before we stormed Passchendaele, we had a few drinks with the Canadians.
What yourself? Women, yeah. You'll get more than you bargained.
Mate, at least you got... mate, a lot of us regret those little indiscretions in Cairo.
Oh, mate. At least you got pregnant. I'm still carrying you around. Second that.
Put it away.
Listen up, or you'll be shipped home in disgrace.
Not a chance, mate. They need every one of us these days, pox or not. I reckon the only way you're going to get us to come out of this war with a clean slate is not to come out of it at all.
Lance was due on outpost duty at 4 a.m. in a small trench his men had dug.
Not long after the Canadian attack began, a German shell landed near Lance, hitting a pile of our own grenades.
A piece of shrapnel went through his helmet into his temple. Another piece lodged in his groin.
Lance lay in that stinking trench all day long, drifting in and out of consciousness. The stretcher bearers scuttled out when the sun set.
It's no use.
I'll never make it.
He died just before 8 p.m. I'm the only one left.
Christmas Day 1917. We had a chicken dinner and went to service. Then we went back to the trenches. Fair enough, I thought.
I remember firing some trench mortars on New Year's Day. The Germans didn't reply. Maybe this year will be different.
January 14th.
Scabies. That's 2 weeks in the dressing station for you. Sleet, rain, snow, sleet, sleet, snow,
March 3rd.
rain, sleet. Synovitis, inflammation of the joints.
The Germans have just begun their spring offensive. Their stormtroopers are overrunning the Allied defense and making a break towards Amiens.
The possibility of the Germans taking Paris is all too real.
April 18th.
Transfer from number 7 convalescent depot to number 72 General Hospital. Increased drug dosage.
Support!
May 13th.
Australian convalescent depot, La Havre. Synovitis versa of the knee. A new injection, and I'm the only treatment.
Whatever it was, it worked. On June 29th, I was declared fit and sent back to the front line to join up with my battalion.
Oi, have you heard that the Brit General Birdwood has been fired and General Monash has been put in charge of the Australian Corps? First time in the war that we've had an Australian in command.
July 4th.
American Independence Day. 10 American companies are joining you Australians.
You there, the 2nd Battalion patch, the A's, the wound straps.
No bloody way, mates. I'm just passing through, catching up with my battalion.
You're fit though, aren't you? When are you supposed to be rejoining your unit?
At the end of next week, sir?
When are you supposed to be rejoining your unit?
At the end of next week, sir? At April?
Perfect, then you're coming with me. I don't want to have to order you private, but I've got 800 Yanks who've never been into battle and not enough men to lead them. The 42nd is down to 16 officers. On a good day, we're 430 strong. We used to have more than 1,000. You're an original. Right now, I need men like you.
I was assigned a couple of American platoons from C Company for training. I knew the battle plan now, but didn't know what the Yanks were up to. They'd been in theatre, but hadn't seen any action. General Pershing made sure of that. He didn't want them to be used as cannon fodder for the British and the French. Hamel would be their first real trial by fire. I separated them into 2 groups and taught them the elements of rugby league.
They kept trying to play gridiron. They had to learn. They were scrappier than that. They kept looking for a plan for the quarterback.
Oi, where's the quarterback?
Know the general plan. But think for yourself and look for support. If you don't have the ball, look to be part of that support. Stop thinking like individuals and start thinking like a team. I drew them a map in the dirt.
Pershing has sent through an order to withdraw 6 of the 10 American companies.
Monash wasn't happy. All the Australian units would have to be reorganised. The 16th Battalion's strength was halved, and the 11th Brigade's manpower dropped from 3,000 to 2,020 soldiers.
Pershing's order came too late. and unless Rawlinson absolutely insists that the order to withdraw all the Americans by 6:30 p.m. be carried out, I intend to proceed as planned.
You don't realise what this means.
said Rawlinson.
Do you want me to run the risk of being sent back to England? Do you mean it is worth that?
Yes, I do.
Said Monash.
It is more important to keep the confidence of the Americans and Australians in each other than to preserve an army commander.
Rawlinson called Allied Commander General Haig, who tells him,
The attack must proceed and the Americans must fight.
I went down to the Americans to break the news to them. About a third of you can stay and fight, but the others have to leave. It's your command, not ours. Apparently they don't trust us too much.
What if we don't fight as Americans? What if we fight as Aussies? You said yourself you're short of men.
There's a supply depot a few hundred yards back. Let's go for a walk.
I ordered the corporal there to turn a blind eye, and we got the Americans kitted up in 42nd Battalion Australian uniform.
Can I have a slouch hat?
Something to say.
And try to talk Australian.
Get up, mate,
Just before we went into battle, Oi, form up. You want to survive? You want to live to tell the tale, huh? Yeah? Then keep your bloody head down and your wits about. You don't really say anything much at all. Keep your ears open. Listen for your CO. You're a team member, not a goddamn hero. So think like team player. Above all, remember your mates. Yeah, that's all you got.
The battle was over in 93 minutes. Monash had planned it would take 90. The Germans lost 2,000 killed or wounded, with 1,600 captured. Australian and American casualties were less than 1,300, with around 800 dead.
Despite the success, Pershing was furious, but the Prime Minister of France, Clemenceau,
When the Australians came to France, the French people expected a great deal of you. We knew you would fight a real fight, but we did not know that from the beginning you would astonish the whole continent.
July 20th, I rejoined 2nd Battalion at Rappingham near Hazelbrook.
August 8th, we overran the German army in the Battle of Amiens. General Ludendorff said,
The black day of the German army.
Monash soon wielded power over all the generals and all the Allied troops, including the Americans.
I'll withdraw all the American troops.
No one will interfere with the king's favourite.
August 23rd, Haig's big attack plan. 2 divisions south of the Somme, 32nd British and 1st Australian. The 1st Australian Division was charged with the heaviest tanks. Advanced 2,000 to 3,000 yards on a front of 5,000, seizing the valley, woods and edge of the plateau beyond.
On the grey dawn in August 23rd, all 36 tanks were arriving close behind, when at 4:45 a.m. the tremendous barrage fell. We followed the tanks, taking machine gun nests as we went.
We were engaged in Robert Wood as part of the Second Battle of Albert, alongside the Kiwis and 100,000 American troops, out of the trenches, attacking across no man's land and... Stretcher bearer! I didn't know it then, but it would be my last day on the field of battle.
From Rowan Hospital,
Water! Water! Keep it down, mate.
Raymond Rugner, an Aboriginal soldier. He's in gas.
I don't know what got into me. I felt like no bullet could touch me.
Not bullets, bloody gas, mate.
I was too far ahead and lost my mask somewhere along the line. I took out 2 machine guns in the morning, captured 16 Germans. Then later I tried it again, just running right at and throwing grenades. It all worked out good, but then some bugger hit us with gas. Felt like they were cheating. Bloody gas is no way to fight, is it?
Oh, I don't mean it. You breathe easy, cover rest. War is a tiring business.
Wound severe. Invalided to England.
August 29th. I entered Queen Alexandra Hospital in Portsmouth.
Private Raymond Rugner was being taken over to Glasgow Castle, bound for the Newport War Hospital in Bristol. He's being going to be awarded the military medal for his bravery on the field.
Good old England. I was glad to be back.
Bullet has ripped right through the sky, crisscrossing the last gunshot wound. September 7, 1918. Next of kin advice, wounded 5th occasion.
And that didn't worry me. Something much deeper was troubling me. It had become a battle for my life, my soul.
September 10, 1918. Next of kin advice. In hospital, dangerously ill.
Had I done too much to make it to this one? Have I killed too many men to be allowed to live? Every day and night became a fight to survive.
October 8, transferred to the 3rd Auxiliary Hospital in Dartford. And on to the 2nd Convalescent Hospital in Weymouth. October 5th, 1918. Next of kin advice. Convalescing.
I was getting better, but I was too smashed up to be of any use to them. My fighting days are over. You can't run, you can't fight. Now I can barely walk.
November 7, returned to Australia for submarine duty.
4 days later at 11 a.m. on 11th November 1918. The war ended.
The war is over.
Yes and no. For some of us, it never ended. The Union battles raged. The memories, faces of friends blasted away. November 21st, 1920. My brother William shot himself.
Hunting accident.
Sure.
Bent double, like old beggars under sacks. Knock-kneed, coughing like hags. We cursed through sludge, till on the haunting flares, we turned our backs toward our distant rest, began to trudge. Men marched asleep, many had lost their boots, but lived on, bloodshot, all wet lame, all blind, drunk with fatigue, deaf even to the hoots of tired, outstripped 5 nines that dropped behind. Gas! Gas! Quick, boys! An ecstasy of fumbling, fitting the clumsy helmets just in time. But someone still was yelling out and stumbling, and floundering like a man in the fire or line. Dim through the misty paint and thick green light, as under a green sea I saw him drowning. In all my dreams, before my helpless sight, he plunges at me, guttering, choking, drowning. If in some smothering dreams you too could pace behind the wagon that we flung him in, and watch the white eyes bright in his face, his hanging face, like a devil sick of sin. If you could heal at every jolt the blood come gargling from his froth-corrupted lungs, obscene as cancer, bitter as the cut of vile, incurable sores on innocent tongues. My friend, you would not tell with such high zest to children ardent for some desperate glory the old lie, dolce et decora est, pro patria more.